As a result of his extraordinary talent, Phil Mickelson is one of the most financially successful golfers. Once he entered the professional ranks, he rose to the top swiftly and established a stellar reputation for himself. This resulted in him receiving lucrative endorsements, the income from which ultimately exceeded the prize money he had earned from competitions. The question is, how much money does Phil Mickelson have? According to Celebrity Net Worth, he has a net worth of approximately $300 million. As a professional golfer, Phil Mickelson has done very well for himself. He's now the golfer with the second highest earnings on the PGA Tour. But even though this sum of $95 million is a ridiculously large amount of money, it is insignificant in comparison to the revenue he has earned from other sources. Phil Mickelson was one of the earliest golfers to get his start, as he took his first swings when he was only 18 months old. The fact that he started playing at such a young age caused him to imitate his father's behavior. Because of this, even though Mickelson played left-handed, he began to imitate his father's right-handed style. Because of this, over time people began to refer to him as Lefty. As a consequence of his success in the local competition in San Diego, he was awarded a college scholarship to attend Arizona State University. He went on to win several more events in the region. During his tenure there, he was successful enough to win 3 Haskins honors as well as 3 NCAA individual championships. The latter reached a score that was equal to that of the Ben Crenshaw. When he graduated from college, he had already triumphed in a total of 16 different competitions. His most impressive victory was 1991, when he was barely 20 years old. His first victory on the PGA Tour came at the Northern Telecom Open, which he won. And as a result of this, became just the 6th player ever to win a tour event while still competing as an amateur. Because he was competing in the event as an amateur, he was forced to give up the $180,000 prize money. After receiving his degree in 1992 from Arizona State University, Mickelson did not waste any time and moved straight into the professional golfing industry. His first victory came the following year when he won at the Torrey Pines. And he continued to win at least once every year, until he achieved his first top 10 rating in 1996 when he finished 7th. Following his victory in the competition, he declared, "I'm gonna accept the check this time," amassing a respectable sum of $180,000. The year 2000 marked the beginning of his famed competition with the Tiger Woods. This became clear when he prevented Woods from achieving a 6th consecutive win on the PGA Tour and instead won the Bivik Invitational for himself. This enabled him to become the new champion. Some people had the opinion that Mickelson did not live up to the expectations that were set for him, even though he had a lot of success on the tour and did well in the majors. As a result, many people consider him to be the greatest player who has never won a major. By winning the Masters in 2004, he refuted criticism that he had failed to perform well in the major championships. He was able to accomplish this by prevailing over Ernie Els by a single point. Following such a protracted wait for his first major victory, it took him a startlingly short amount of time, just 1 year, to take home his second. This time around, the event in question was the PGA Championship. Yet that wasn't the end of it for him. In the following year, 2006, he successfully defended his first Masters Championship. Mickelson got off to a terrific start in 2010 by winning his 3rd Masters, but he struggled for much of the remainder of the year to perform his potential. During this period, he disclosed that he was afflicted with psoriatic arthritis, which may have been one of the factors contributing to his lack of delivery. After winning the British Open in 2013, Mickelson had already clinched his 6th major championship. But during the subsequent 2 years, his form began to deteriorate, and as a result, he decided to work with a new swing coach to assist him in reviving his career. He wouldn't break his losing skid until 2018, when he won the WGC Mexico tournament. Before that, he had no wins to his name. After another 3 years, Mickelson finally won his 6th major championship at the PGA Championship in 2021. This accomplishment was even more remarkable considering he accomplished it at the age of 50, making him the oldest player to ever win a major championship. This year was significant in Mickelson's career, as well as the careers of many other players, as 2022 was the year that LIV Golf began paying players millions of dollars to appear on their tour. This year also represented a turning point for many other players. Mickelson, along with a large number of the other prominent names, decided to accept this company's offer. This resulted in contention with the PGA Tour, which thought that the players in question violated the terms of their contracts. As a direct consequence of this action, Mickelson and 16 other players were disqualified from further competition in the PGA Tour. There is a degree of disparity between the various projections made on the Phil Mickelson's wealth in the year 2023. The range of our estimates for his net worth is between $300 and $400 million. On the other hand, his total earnings over his lifetime are less likely to be disputed. Forbes speculates that Phil Mickelson's lifetime earnings have surpassed $1 billion, and nobody seems to argue with this assessment. This comes after it was reported that Mickelson had signed a deal with LIV Golf worth an estimated $200 million. On the other hand, there is one enormous payoff, and there is no need to speculate. In 2018, Mickelson and Tiger Woods squared off in a much anticipated clash that took the form of an exhibition match with a winner-take-all format. Mickelson emerged victorious and walked away with a handsome sum of $9 million. Also, the Player Partner Program awarded Mickelson a respectable $6 million for his participation. An initiative started by the PGA Tour to recognize and thank players who have contributed to the growth of golf. This was mostly a reaction to the financial pressure that was put on by the Golf League, which is supported by Saudi Arabia. How was the video? Did you enjoy it? Tell us in the comment section below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.